Hello? Hello? It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 Trailblazers, the activity of the Fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the StarRail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the Express shortly, and we'll be leaving Urillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Ching.
Yes, General.
Watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We Trailblazers can go days without sleep, but when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently, and we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Morning. You're very punctual. We'll hang on to it. It's cute. The trailblazing of Urillo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet. The universe is boundless, and trailblazing never ends. Even a lifetime isn't enough to explore every world. That's the beauty of the unknown. The meeting will start soon.
You're looking well. You better believe it. You guys really put on a show for Urillo 6. I'm eager to join in myself. I gotta say, there were more than a few times where I wanted to lend a hand, but Himiko said I should let you youngsters rise to the trailblazing challenges. You're looking well. No, I know, all right, but I can't tell you yet. Himiko wants to create a sense of mystery for you in March. You're looking well. That I want to go to? My home world, I suppose. Sadly, its location doesn't appear on the Express's astral chart records, at least the ones that are undamaged. In any case, I do want to see some other civilizations before I go home. It'd be a crime to waste this opportunity on the Express.
Did you receive the destination overview? Excited? So you don't know yet. After all that cold and exhaustion on Urillo 6, you must be looking forward to the next planet. There are some planets that haven't been affected by stellarons. The Express moves at an incredible speed, but change is always faster. If you're ready, head over to the front of the train. The meeting is about to start. Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the StarRail.
The three of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent, No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the StarRail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
How could the mighty Xianzhou alliance be breached by a Stellaron? It's fair to say that it ranks highly among the known forces in the universe. The path of the hunt is narrow and doesn't stand out among the other paths, but the Alliance enjoys the direct blessing of the Aeon. The 6 great ships of the Xianzhou are like brothers in arms. Its power is much greater than those factions that simply draw their strength from the paths themselves. This is big. I'm coming with you this time.
What do you think about all this? I like the way you think.
Kafka? Ugh, Pom-Pom doesn't like her. She smells of danger. Still, a trailblazer should choose their goal and the road they take to get there themselves. That's the creed of the great Akivili.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman. It's way too much of a coincidence. A Stellaron hunter shows up at the site of a Stellaron burst that just happens to be occurring nearby? Does anyone really believe that? Oh, I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up? So rude. You used to know her, right? Was she always like this? Pfft, taking things seriously all of a sudden? Oh yeah, I just spoke to Dan Heng. Here's the deal. We've all got to vote against. I should have known you'd listen to that Stellaron hunter. Whatever, but you should think before you do that.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge. March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to Lawfu. I'm forbidden from setting foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I can't go with you. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lafu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lafu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1. Four against 1. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
All right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the two of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawful Skyport, Starsky Finn. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, loads of horror movies start?
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me.
Come on! You were the most excited last time we got off the train.
Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off. This time, you'll get the chance to witness Welt in action. I'm glad he's going with you. He doesn't talk much about his past. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story. Believe me when I say he has more experience than I do. This time, you'll get the chance to witness Welt in action. I'm glad he's going with you. You could say he keeps his cards close to his chest. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story. Believe me when I say he has more experience than I do.
You need to take extra care on this expedition. I've compiled some intel on the Xianzhou for you. I hope it comes in useful.
All this universe, and we just happened to bump into a Xianzhou ship that Don Hung spent time on? Oh, that's gotta be fate. I wonder what Don Hung's stories await us. That guy sure has a mysterious past. We gotta take this opportunity on the Luofu to dig into it. Fine, you're right. Well, in that case, we'll just have to take loads of selfies till he gets super jealous.
I wonder if she even remembers we've got a job to do down there.
Have a safe trip, you guys! Pom-Pom's too busy. Looking after the Express is a full-time job. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy you're enjoying the journey.
Pom-Pom still seems a little sad.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as Trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look! It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps. Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Mr. Yang, someone's hurt.
Up ahead.
You're hurt, son. Try not to talk. March, use your 6-phased ice to stop the bleeding. Go easy. We don't want to add frostbite to his list of complaints.
I'm on it.
This area saw fierce fighting only recently. Let's keep searching. There might be other survivors.
Up ahead. Please, leave me.
There are wounded everywhere.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, no civilians were caught up in the battle. I'm guessing the Xianzhou must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis. But as for these corroded monsters...
Up ahead. Please, leave me. Up ahead. Please.
Careful. We've never seen this kind of life form before.
Awaiting orders, Mr. Yang.
A one-time enemy. Bladed flight. Yeah! Nap time.
Lands at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend. How many can you block? Bladed flight.
Welcome, customers.
Hit!
Strike with heart.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Miss Tingyun, fall back! They're Mara struck. We've already lost them.
Hey, you there! We need your help! Thanks for saving Beauty from the beast. Pleasure. But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment?
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits.
Fight is won!
Bladed flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. friends. Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart.
Lance at the ready.
Miss Ting-Yun, the Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby. The situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission. Immediately.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors. My name is Ting-Yun. I'm the ambassador for the Lawfu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious names of my heroes?
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
What a heroic-sounding name.
Don't mind him. He likes to get a little creative with his introductions. Next time, why not remind me before I give up my name?
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although, there is one thing I don't understand. Starskiff Haven is under lockdown. Since none of you are Xianzhou residents, may I ask how you came to be here? If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found, so we started to make our own way through.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked down Starskiff Haven entirely.
We're telling the truth. You could verify it yourself by checking the access history of the Jade Gate. We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express.
You've heard of us?
Indeed I have. Oh, you've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here for leisure, treatment, or trade, I'm afraid you won't be able to go through with it. For your safety, you should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Ting-Yun, to help the Xianzhou seal the Stellaron.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any promises. You're outsiders, and only Madame Yukong has the authority to consider your offer. Oh, don't worry. Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Those monsters back there.
They were no monsters.
Oh, those were not to be confused with monsters, benefactors. We call them Mara struck.
Why have we stopped?
Don't worry, miss. I have a favor to ask, that's all.
Favor? Count me out. What if we do it wrong and you get your cloud cronies to throw us in jail?
I shouldn't have doubted you. Please accept my apologies. Our road ahead is barricaded. Do you see?
The soldiers stationed here must have moved these into a roadblock.
What? Does he look like a crane to you?
I'd like to see us try. They're extremely heavy. Even with all of us, we wouldn't be able to move one. Not that I'm doubting your skill, but I'd feel terrible if you hurt yourself in the process. If I'm not mistaken, the containers in the Trove of Verdure can be moved around using a control panel. You've already put on quite the show. Do you think you'll be able to find and operate the control panel? Should be simple, right? Oh, I'm afraid I'm not built for hard labor.
She sure knows how to boss people around.
We just need to pass through here, take the barge to Starskiff Haven, and we'll be safe.
You know, you sound sweet enough, but you were talking about getting us escorted away by your Cloud Knights. If it weren't for Mr. Yang...
You misunderstand. If you were in my shoes right now, wouldn't you want to keep your guard up?
True. But we came here to Trailblaze, not Jailblaze.
Will of Preservation!
How many can you block? Strike with heart!
Seize the moment!
I'm on guard. Hit!
Bladed flight!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
You mentioned the Stellaron.
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an Amicassator, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion. Cool it!
A one-time enemy! Strike with heart! Nap time.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits! Fight as one!
Practice is over. Swords descend! Bladed flight!
We make a pretty good team. Cool it!
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
Scratch.
Can we talk?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
I'm okay. That's better. Blade and flight! Swords descend! Strike with heart!
Welcome, customers.
That'll take more than medicine. I can breathe
Lance at the
easy
ready.
again.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
How many can you block? Blade and flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
We make a pretty good team.
Get ready and watch your backs.
Leave it to me.
Shift the balance. Help me improve. Strike with heart. I'm okay.
Merciful Medicus!
Let's be friends.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard. Hit! Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time for sword play.
Secret of the Saints!
Naughty child. Blade and flight!
How insignificant!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Nap time. Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Lance at the ready.
Fight as one!
A miracle!
I'm okay. How many can you block? Blade and flight. Time for a shot. That's better.
Welcome, customers.
Merciful Medicus!
Time for sword play. Strike with heart. Naughty child. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Oh, finally! Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way! Oh, my beautiful tail! We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about. Don't fret. All Amicacetors know their way around a star skiff.
I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help.
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
bright edge that can cut jade. In the star...
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Luofu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Luofu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too.
You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Amy Cassiter. By which I mean, nice speech.
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally, I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong.
Palace of Astrum?
Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time. I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences.
Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you could inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead. Not so fast. I need to give you 2 a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk. We need to be prepared and take it seriously.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Bellabog all over again?
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Huh, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it. Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Let's not do that. Don't worry, we'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
Oh, you're here already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Madame Yukong is expecting you.
Are you not?
I've brought the Madame Helmmaster up to speed. It's over to you now.
Yes, madam.
Report the losses to General Jing Yuan and find someone from the Divination Commission. I can't just stand there watching while we deal with this mess. Greetings, guests from the Astral Express. Ting Yun has informed me of the purpose of your visit. Receiving guests isn't normally one of my responsibilities. But since you know about the Stellaron and have stated that you want to help the Law Fu, I thought I should at least meet you in person and politely decline your proposal. The Xianzhou Alliance knows what a Stellaron is and is more than capable of handling it ourselves. We have been around for over 8,000 years and weathered countless dangers and crises. While the situation is serious, we have more than enough resources to spare. Outsider help is not needed on this occasion. You are guests from afar. There is no reason for this matter to concern you. Am I making myself clear?
From what we've gathered, the influence of the Stellaron can still be contained. If we can locate it in time and contain it, it's possible that we can restore any space and any individuals affected by the corrosion. We have experience in preventing Stellaron disasters, and we've only come here to lend you that experience.
I've said this and I'll say it again. This is an internal affair of the Xianzhou Alliance, and there is no need for the Astral Express to get involved. I decided to arrange a meeting with you as a gesture of respect, but my decision is final.
But...
Never mind, Mr. Yang. If the Xianzhou Alliance say they can handle it, then we're wasting our breath. Let's go.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
It's only been a few days since the presence of a Stellaron was detected on the Law Fu. Starskiff Haven has been under full lockdown. No one has been permitted to leave. How did you come to know of the incident, and what led you to conclude that it was linked to a Stellaron? I acquired the access history of Starskiff Haven. Not long ago, someone hacked into the system and opened the Jade Gate, before guiding you, the Astral Express, into our territory. The hacker was skillful and even taunted us with her seal. Her name is Silverwolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters. What say you in your defense? You are forbidden from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Don't be too harsh, Yukong. If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
General Jing Yuan.
It's very unlikely that the Express has joined forces with the Stellaron Hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the General of the Cloud Knights here on the Law Fu.
General, this is an internal affair for the Law Fu.
I fully agree with you, Helmmaster Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Law Fu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter, and it is our responsibility to handle it. Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you. The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts. How delightful to come face to face with its passengers.
It's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
A matter that requires capable people such as yourselves. We captured a member of the Stellaron Hunters a few days ago, who goes by the name of Blade. During our investigation, the Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice, Kafka, who has managed to hide aboard the ship. As for where that transmission was destined, I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that's impossible. The crew of the Astral Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. There must have been a misunderstanding. As such, I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters to sow dissent between us. We can handle the Stellaron, but it will take time and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, the bigger the threat she will pose. Since the Stellaron Hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Lofu, with the goal of bringing Kafka out of the shadows and under our control. Doing so would clear the misunderstanding between us, reveal the true intentions of the Stellaron Hunters, and help us understand their connection to the Stellaron Burst. What say you, my astral guest?
What do you think?
Of course you do. You can be strangers and simply walk away. But I feel you wish to help the Xianzhou. The Lofu never fails to reward that which is given.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's a deal then. I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be shared with you, and that our best personnel are to aid you in your search. If there's anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can do for you during your stay, don't hesitate to make it known. I've heard of you. The Alliance is very interested in the Astral Express. Blade is wanted by both the Corporation and the Alliance. I'm afraid I cannot comment on his file. There are 5 known members of the Stellaron Hunters. Elio is their leader, but always stays behind the scenes. Most of the operations are led by Kafka. Had the Divination Commission not intercepted her encrypted transmission, she would have remained undetected for much longer. Bring her to us. Ordinary means may prove futile when it comes to this individual. But the Divination Commission has ways of... Don't misunderstand me. The Xianzhou does not engage in torture. Retrieving intel does not necessarily involve the use of violence. In any case, you can deliver her directly to us. Once we learn something, I will share every piece of information with you. If things go as planned, I would love to find the time to sit with all of you and hear about your experiences among the stars. My responsibilities to the Xianzhou have meant that I haven't had the chance to travel in many years. We had heard nothing of the Express for a long time. It is heartening to learn of its continued journey along that starward track. I have other matters to attend to. Goodbye for now.
What do you make of this, Qingyuan? I'm not asking about that. Although, you're not wrong. He's much easier to talk to than that Yukong. Their attitudes are so different. Maybe that's why she's only a helm master and he's a general.
Seeing as the General gave the order, the Skyfaring Commission will lend you our full support. The Stellaron Hunter investigation is in your hands now. I'll issue you a pass so you can access the facilities around Starskiff Haven. As for personnel, the skyports are currently all under maintenance, so we're thinly stretched. What I can do is send Tingyun as your guide. She'll take care of you during your stay.
I think we only scratched the surface of this General Jing Yuan. I don't know about strange, but my gut tells me something is off. That's it. A minor detail, but curious. He avoided talking about Blade. Since the Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron Hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster, so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron Hunter? Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jing Yuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place. Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, we represent the only way of luring the Stellaron Hunters in. That's why he asked for our help. He didn't want to let anyone else find out that Blade had already escaped. Now that we've figured that out, perhaps we can get closer to the core of what's happening here.
We've got a Xianzhou general on our side. This time we have to... Wait, does this seem familiar to you? Let's hope he doesn't offer us a hotel.
This Jing Yuan, how much does he know, and how much is he hiding from us?
Master Diviner, you heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive. Are you asking me to divine their true intentions?
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident. Of that, I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me. All I want is for them to lure out the one we're after.
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply walk away and put you at such risk?
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have been necessary. Wait, what are you up to exactly? Xingyuan, did you let him escape on purpose?
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon. I take full responsibility. The Cloud Knights failed in their duty.
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xinzhou. You were bound to miss something. Thank goodness I'm here. On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the 6 charioteers next convene.
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen. There are 3 things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou, the papers on my desk, and the weeds in my garden.
General, Diviner Fu wants the General's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper. I'll retire when she's achieved a better balance.
This Stellaron thing is easy. Blade escaped. Now we gotta go get him. Just say the word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become sword champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people, especially not a major criminal.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's really moving the chess pieces. There is something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stalemate. That something is the Stellaron. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the Divination Commission's predictions? Where is it now?
I say we bring those 2 Stellaron hunters before Diviner Fu. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is broken. You are my most trusted aide, and there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yanqing... that boy... I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his exuberance.
Madame Yukong has asked me to look after you. Seems like we were destined to be in each other's company. The Skyfaring Commission has reserved rooms for you at the Petrichor Inn. When you finish your business here, how about some tea together?
Easy. I know this probably brings back bad memories.
Well, here we are. I feel sleepy already. Hey, that's not fair. My eyes are peeled this time. I'll make a run for it the second things go wrong. Jokes aside, did you see Madame Yukong frown at us? I thought her guards were about to jump out of nowhere and throw us in jail. I'd rather deal with monsters than these big shots. I mean, not that Madame Yukong doesn't have her merits.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. But as her subordinate, I have to say that it's Madame Yukong's duty to keep her guard up. The Law Fu is facing a crisis, and as head of the Skyfaring Commission, she is responsible for the security of the Xianzhou's customs and borders. She's actually a very reasonable old girl in private. They say that many years ago, Madame Yukong was an ace pilot in the Cloud Knights. She was a work hard, play harder type, known for her hot temper and incredible skill. Eventually, she became the head of the entire commission, which required her to learn patience and adopt a meticulous approach to her work. In any case, Madame Yukong instructed me to reserve the best rooms at the inn and have all your expenses covered. She wants to extend the full courtesy of the Xianzhou so that all of you enjoy your stay to the fullest. She specifically mentioned that if you wish to buy anything at the inn, be it food or otherwise, just let the innkeeper know. The commission will cover the cost.
That's the friendliest thing I've heard since we arrived. Seeing as our hosts are so thoughtful, I guess we should help ourselves. Right, Mr. Yang?
We should focus on our objective first. Seeing as Helmmaster Yukong was extremely reluctant to get us involved, am I right to speculate that the Skyfaring Commission has some leads on the whereabouts of Kafka?
Exactly right. The suspect is extremely cunning. She encrypted her transmission and timed her communication. We couldn't pinpoint her exact location. But as cunning as she is, the Divination Commission has managed to find something.
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Precisely. That's the sound of a device.
Which means what exactly? This is a starship. There are all kinds of devices making weird noises.
Miss March, to the untrained ear, these noises may sound the same, but for the craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission, every machine has a different pitch and melody. The General sent for craftsmen, and they concluded that the sound came from the shipyard facilities in Stargazer Navalia. Now, get some rest and prepare yourselves for the operation ahead. I look forward to seeing you in action. can I help? Oh, let's hear it. How perceptive. Our wind, clouds, rain, and fog are all artificial. The Realm Keeping Commission's weather pavilion manages the environmental conditions here. If Kafka was holding an umbrella, that means she was in an area with artificial rainfall during the transmission. Still, that doesn't help us much. The ship is huge, with changing conditions across various delves. I'm sure there were showers across many of them at the time. Impossible to say. It used to be that the Divination Commission could track the access history of all the delves. But with the arrival of the Stellaron, things have become messy. Some delves even had their entrance marked as the exit. If I were one of the Stellaron hunters, I'd be very happy to capitalize on all the chaos. It'd be harder to escape, but easier to blend in.
Let's take advantage of the rest. It won't be easy to track down Kafka the Stellaron Hunter.
Oh, let's let the Express know how we're doing. More importantly, let's see how Don Hung's doing. Ask him what he's up to. Then tell him we're having loads of fun.
You've been standing here for half an hour. It's rare to see you like this. Are you worried about those two? Welt is with them. They should be fine.
Himiko, did you keep a copy of the Stellaron Hunter's transmission? Can I have a look?
Sure.
Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lafu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Cienjo Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say. It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Cienjo is convinced that we're responsible.
Stop!
Do you know him?
The Cienjo is in danger. This man, If he's on the ship, then Welt, March, and him. Everyone is in grave danger. But...
Is he connected to that past you want to escape?
I can't leave them down there. It's just... I'm afraid my burden has finally caught up with me, and that everyone is about to be drawn in.
Is there anyone who doesn't carry around a past burden? She may not remember it, but even a girl as carefree as March has hers. We tread on a path that is hidden from us. The things we see and the trails we blaze all become our baggage. They weigh us down, but they also give us strength to continue the journey. Try not to dwell on it, Don Hung. The Express spends 7 standard days at each stop. Its passengers are allowed to do as they deem fit during that time. Pom Pom and I are more than capable of looking after the Express. If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than regretting it further down the line. And you'll come back and travel with us once this is all over, right?
You want to disembark, Don Hung? Changed your mind? Well then, Pom Pom wishes you the best of luck. Make sure you return before the express departs. And bring Pom Pom back some local specialties?
If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than regretting it further down the line.
Send the message out. The network is down, but some functions still work? Virtually nothing has changed since I left. Apart from darkness, this place is all that I remember of the Luofu. This will strengthen our position. Too late to repent. Fight! Shattered Cloud Knight armor. A conflict with the Cloud Knights? Not likely. Mr. Yang wouldn't let that happen.
Stay where you are. I can handle this. Emergencies should be dealt with by professionals.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Want to see what I can do? Ha! Don't your hands hurt? Rise, Phoenix! You're not going anywhere.
No interest in.
Let me through.
You're hurt. Fighting is meaningless.
It's okay. Phew. This one's strong, all right. Want to see what I can do? Dodge
this! The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Don't your hands hurt? Rise, Phoenix!
A miracle!
Let me through! You're not going anywhere! No more playing nice! A little too much.
With you two risking your lives for me, could I really stay where I am?
Immortality means forever.
Move carefully.
Want to see what I can do?
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
The dead return!
Too late to repent.
You're not going anywhere!
Sacred of the Saints! Receive divinity.
You're the best!
Repay.
Let me through! Take this! Shape of the Rise, Venus! Are you two okay? Good. I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I was just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I did tell you to let me handle it. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What if I accidentally hit you?
Forgive me, miss, but you were too busy being hit yourself. It's a good thing I joined the fray.
I was protecting you more like. It's a Cloud Knight's job to protect others. And this area is under martial law. I'm escorting all civilians to safety. Follow me. That was some impressive Cloud Knight spearmanship. Which unit are you from? Huh. Okay, you're a civilian then. Come with me.
Miss Sushang, what exactly has transpired here? In all my trade visits, I've never seen Starskiff Haven in such a state.
I can't comment on that. I was just ordered to rescue the civilians. Actually, I have no idea either. Anyway, you two just need to come with me. Hey, you're pretty quiet. What's your name? I've got forms to fill out. Can't put your name down as blank.
My name is Dan Hung. I'm a traveler. I'm on my way to meet up with my friends. I appreciate the help, but I can leave the port on my own.
No can do, mister. It's way too late. You won't find anyone at Starskiff Haven. If your friends made it out, then they'll already be in the safe zone. No need to worry. You'll see them when we get there.
Aren't you going to take my name too, miss?
You already said it when we were busy fighting. Something. Locha! Is that right? I remember it. Let's go. Stay close, you two. Cloud Knight Sushang will guarantee your safety. Oh, and one more thing. I need you to write your names down later. I don't know too many characters. I might make a mistake.
Message not sent? Why not?
Long-range communication technology is still improving. Perhaps the presence of the Stellaron is affecting signal transmission.
Doesn't seem like it. Everything else is working fine. See?
In that case, it looks like someone wants to make things difficult for us. Since Kafka's here, I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be that Stellaron hunter hacker girl's handiwork.
When it first opened, the Petrichor Inn had another name.
My money got nicked by another thief?
Oh, you've arrived. I like your sense of humor, benefactors. Of course I'm happy to see you. When things settle down, I might even get promoted for catching a Stellaron hunter. Stargazer Navalia is governed by the Artisanship Commission. It took me a while to sort out our paperwork. I got a sense of the situation on my way back. Just like at Cloudford, Stargazer Navalia's Meridian Pin has malfunctioned. The checkpoint there is abandoned, and the garrison is scrambling to locate the Stellaron. With monsters wreaking havoc and the night scattered, Stargazer Navalia has become a perfect place for the suspect to hide out.
So we've got a bunch of monsters to deal with, an IPC Most Wanted Stellaron hunter to catch, and we have to do all that on our own without reinforcements? Fair enough. This isn't our first rodeo. I was just making small talk. Never mind the details.
I wouldn't say you're entirely on your own. When you're ready, let's get going. Shall we, my benefactors? Now what's a hunt without a hound? Kafka is still at large, and the Skyfaring Commission wants this problem to go away. I made a few calls and managed to procure this from the Artisanship Commission, perfect for hunting down suspects.
Aw, he's so cute! I mean, what can he do exactly? Are we gonna set him loose on Kafka?
Yes and no. This is D-Ting, a bionic dog developed by the Artisanship Commission. He has all the 5 senses of the Foxian race and takes them to another level. Be it tracks or scent, as long as he uncovers a trace, he'll follow it all the way to the end. All we need to do is look for any trace left by Kafka. It doesn't matter how good she is at hiding, D-Ting will find her. But before we get started, let's play with his settings a bit and get him ready. To begin with, let's set him to scent detection mode. Tell D-Ting to follow the scent of my perfume and see what he can do.
We need to follow these sparkly traces to find Miss Ting-Yun, right? She's not in a hurry, that's for sure. Playing hide and seek with us while Kafka's still at large? The traces. Where did they go? Is D-Ting malfunctioning? Got it. He says the wind is too strong here at the port, so it's not easy to follow the scent. That's just the psychic bond between cute girls and cute puppies.
Using the environment to hide her traces. Our girl from the Skyfaring Commission sure knows how to put up a challenge. Let's look around and see if we can find any other clues.
Or we could ask around? Look how busy this place is. Someone must have seen Miss Ting-Yun. That's not cheating, right? We're just collecting intel.
Guaranteed delicious.
Miss Ting-Yun must have left us these clues, right?
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
You found me. Deeting's quite handy when it comes to tracking, isn't he? If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on. Don't let her escape. Who'd have thought that Stargazer Navalia might become so quiet? Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. People used to write poems about the shipwrights here. The Law Fu relies on the star skiffs produced here to transport people and goods. Now that work in the shipyard has stopped, our internal transport and outbound flights might also grind to a halt. Of course. The silver lining is, I don't have to go on as many trips anymore.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss Ting-Yun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance has weathered plenty of challenges. We can handle this situation. Just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can do except cheer you on from the sidelines. Playing the Madame Yukong card, are we? That's not very heroic now, is it? Besides, the Madam Helmmaster simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission or delegate reception. I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting Deeting into your hands is already beyond the realm of my job description.
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
Understood. We won't put you out of your comfort zone, Miss Ting-Yun. When we run into Kafka, we'll do the fighting, and the capturing, for that matter. Thank you for showing us the way.
Before Deeting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads. If Kafka is hiding in Stargazer Navalia, she'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them. Leave no stone unturned. Shards of a Cloud Knight's weapon. Something really sharp caused this.
It must have been Kafka. She's got a scary sword. Immortal's Delight?
Immortal's Delight. This isn't a clue. It's just a brand of tea I like. 2 cups a day keeps the tiredness at bay.
I could do with a cup once we're done here.
Milk tea twins.
Will of Preservation!
A one-time enemy! Strike with heart!
Welcome, customers!
It's time! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Look! D-Ting found a strange chest. And there's a handprint on it.
Let me see. Slender fingers, but strong. This hand belongs to a killer.
There's a note here, too. Take your fancy, there's a reward inside. Why do I get the feeling we're not the ones doing the hunting?
It seems like Kafka predicted our every move. Stay alert, all of you. We could be walking into a trap.
What's this? It looks like clay.
Mr. Yang, any idea?
I think it might be shipbuilding material left over from the assembly line, though I can't tell exactly what the substance is. I don't think it's connected to Kafka.
I know! Let's go and have a look! Is that a grenade? What's that on the side? It's lipstick. A small something for the lost. She's clearly taunting us.
Preservation!
Seize the moment!
Yeah!
Naughty child, nap time.
It's time! Hit!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart! Practice is over! Swords descend!
Let's be friends.
Yeah! Time for a shot.
I'm on guard.
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
D-Ting smells something. What's this?
A jade seal used by the shipwrights. It opens various passages. It looks like someone used it and then destroyed it. Possibly Kafka?
We should have enough clues here to get D-Ting on the move.
No time to lose. Let's give him the scent and let him lead the way.
I think we've rounded up all our suspicious clues. But did Kafka leave them behind on accident? Or on purpose?
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag, and I think we're the punchline. Making us run around like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear her whispering, "Come and get me."
Don't forget, she's on the IPC's most wanted list, a fugitive that nobody can seem to pin down. And now we've become her prey while she stalks us in the shadows. Let's go, benefactors. Time is of the essence. We must be close.
Will of preservation!
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
Welcome, customers!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Lands at the ready.
Blade and flight! Let's be friends.
That'll take...
I'm on guard.
A delicate operation.
Will of preservation!
How many can you block?
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
A one-time enemy!
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit! Fight as one!
Time for swordplay! Practice is over! Swords descend!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
I'm okay.
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Welcome, customers!
I'm on guard.
A delicate operation. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Strike with heart!
Let's be friends.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Hit! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Blade and flight! Practice is over! Swords descend!
Welcome, customers!
That'll... A delicate operation. Come on, then.
The scent! Where did it go?
Oh, when the trace of the hunted disappears, the hunter better think twice. It might mean the tables have turned.
Kafka! These Cloud Knights aren't Mara struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you? What a hassle. This place is too far for the diviner. See you up ahead.
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
That hurt.
I'm okay.
Let's be friends.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Welcome, customers.
Lance at the ready. Hit!
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart! Practice is over! Swords descend!
Quick! Don't let her escape!
March, not so fast!
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
There's no way through here. We need to think of a way to cut her off.
Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
Will of preservation!
Touch strike with heart!
Lance! Forward!
I'm okay.
Hit!
Nap time.
Blade and flight!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Fight is won!
Swords descend!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Will of preservation!
Strike with heart!
Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Lance! Forward!
Blade and flight! Strike with heart!
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan anything. It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities and make the best future a reality. You speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's slaves.
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider anyone but yourself.
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me? Best for me, naturally.
We're taking you to see the General of the Law Fu. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. I can't stand moving at someone else's pace. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
A strong adversary. Help me improve. Strike with heart! Not so fast.
Feeling a little dizzy?
Let's be friends.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Lance at the ready. Hit!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You paid for that.
Zoning out.
I can.
Ready?
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Welcome, customers.
Nice teamwork.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Something for everybody.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one!
Watch your feet.
Pay for that. Yeah!
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Welcome, customers.
Yeah! How many can you block? Blade and flight.
Nap time.
Hit! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Let's be friends. Yeah!
Zoning out.
Not a scratch.
I can help.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
Naughty child.
Ready? Something for everybody.
How many can you block?
Nap time.
Welcome, customers.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Not so fast.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Fight as one!
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Feeling a little dizzy?
Yeah!
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
Finally.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the Omniscient. Fushun, Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here. Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. I am Fushun, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers. Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? We should begin with the matter at hand. What the actual heck is she saying? If the method of my speech is offensive to you, you need but say.
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission. Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the questioning.
Very well. Urgency demands fluidity.
The three of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission.
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please proceed.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
I may live in relative seclusion, but I can recognize my own territory. Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff. Look, Exalting Sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. Yeah. So I'm a layman. Why don't you enlighten me, oh connoisseur?
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The star skiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the kind of mess the Commission must be in.
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks. I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye. The prisoner must follow me every step of the way. This is Jing Yuan's order.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely, by the way. To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me. But I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive, even if that means wasting precious time. I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
Okay. We trust you. I think I offended someone again. You do it next time. I'm tired of being the villain.
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy. Don Hung's not icy. He's nerdy.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah! That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum.
My dad is an ace pilot!
The nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Is that a Xianzhou motto or something? First the Skyfaring Commission, now the Divination Commission. They're all so secretive. The General's the only friendly face here. I hate to admit it, but I'm even starting to miss Sampo. Hold up, I must be losing my mind. Nope, I'll take the Xianzhou over that blue-haired boar any day. We've gone from being chased through every street in Belobog to waiting on every corner in the Xianzhou. Chasing and waiting. Maybe that's what life's all about. I'm not just a pretty face, you know. I've got poetry on standby 24/7. Are you wondering if the Xianzhou is my homeworld? No, I'm not getting any flashbacks. Please, do I look Xianzhou-ish to you? You must be thinking of Danheng. Good idea. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Clear my head of what?
Hey, fancy seeing you here. You never asked what the Skyfaring Commission does. I suppose not all commissions are created equal. Anyway, if you must know, the Divination Commission is responsible for gathering intelligence, devising strategies, and performing divination. Oh no, Xianzhou divination is nothing like the superstitious scams you see elsewhere. It's based on a technology called the Jade Abacus. From navigation to governance, military issues to civil affairs, every decision on the Xianzhou must be reviewed by the Divination Commission to ensure that it can be executed without a hiccup. Who knows? She tends to make decisions based on the results of her divinations as opposed to what others might be thinking. If she doesn't want to reveal the Commission's secrets, then you have no choice but to wait. The General entrusted the Master Diviner with the interrogation of the fugitive because he has faith in her ability to manage the situation. As one of the 6 charioteers, she is certainly capable. Why do you think Kafka surrendered at the mere sight of her back in Stargazer Navalia? Oh, did you want a tour of Exalting Sanctum? The last time I came here on a star skiff was, well, let me think, about 20 years ago now. I've been on the road for so long that I've started to forget the sights and sounds of the Xianzhou. All I remember is that this is a good place to while away the days. Still, many delves have changed beyond recognition since the arrival of the Stellaron. If you're bored, you could go and find the messenger from the Divination Commission.
My dad is an ace pilot! He finished.
When we confronted Kafka, she seemed certain that Fu Shen would show up. The leader of the Stellaron Hunters is called Elio. No one knows who he is or what he looks like, only that the Interastral Peace Corporation calls him Destiny's slave. It's said that he has the power to foresee possibilities. According to Herta, the corporation believes Elio can see the temporal branching of infinite possibilities, which is very much like being able to predict the future. In fact, It may even be superior. If the rumors are true, every seemingly meaningless action taken by the Stellaron hunters may actually be a choice based on those possibilities. Which would include what they did to you. I think that may be why the Stellaron hunters won't leave you alone. Be careful. Every time a Stellaron hunter appears, their objective may be to steer the direction of the future. Back to the matter at hand. Kafka. Yes, it's strange for a fugitive to give themselves up, but a fugitive who can see the future? For her, perhaps that was the way it was always going to be. But is she really as calm as she seems? The future holds almost infinite possibilities, after all. I suspect she has proof that she has nothing to do with the Stellaron crisis. Or perhaps something is supposed to transpire during the Divination Commission's interrogation. Something that would allow her a window of escape. Why did the Stellaron hunters go to such lengths to bring us here? What is the future that Destiny's slave sees behind this course of action?
That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us.
You shouldn't be.
Should we look around?
It's not safe.
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Everybody stay back!
Give him this medicine! Make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Nap time.
Get!
Strike with heart! Swords descend!
That's better.
Blade and flight!
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xian Show, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the lawful recently. Make sure you don't...
Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount. Do you have any idea how many people in the law school are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon Race. Not hard to see why.
Hurry! Find beds for the patients from the other delves and stabilize them. Remember to minimize contact. We don't want your people to succumb to the same evil.
Yeah. The Realm Keeping Commission is out in full strength. What about the Alchemy Commission? Why are there so few of you here?
Do you mean out in full force?
Hey, Missy, does this look like a classroom to you? Concentrate on treating the patients.
Everyone, please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. Exalting Sanctum is temporarily closing its borders and navigation routes. The details will be outlined in the official bulletin sent to your Jade Abacus soon. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have doctors from the Alchemy Commission here who will see you free of charge. We will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine to each of you. You can collect the supplies from me in person, or the Commission can deliver them to your door. Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, you must be an outsider. I see. Please, sign here. I heard there's a problem with their Meridian pin. Some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Many of them were terrified. They were muttering about plants and roots. Something terrible must have happened there. Do you have friends trapped in the delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened. I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here for 12 hours already. When will this end?
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Go and inform the Cloud Knights. See if you can... Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. Judging by your dress, you must be visitors to the Law Fu. Sorry, the Xianzhou is currently caught in unusual circumstances, but the Cloud Knights will resolve the issues as soon as possible. For safety reasons, please stay in your residence and refrain from going out for the time being. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take a boat to Starskiff Haven right away. Though I heard the route may have been temporarily suspended. Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a Starskiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is fair and negotiable. What do you think? Well now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the Cloud Knights to check for hidden dangers. You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I can give you, come to me anytime.
Excuse me, fella. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away unscathed. The Dragon Lady of the Alchemy Commission, Lady Bailu.
You mean the child? She's starting to sound like a big shot.
A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General commissioned guests to deal with the troubles on the Lafu. You must be the guests. If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing.
If the shipping passages in Cloudford changed even a little, the entire route would be drastically altered. Do you two know the way?
I do not.
I came this way. I know it like the back of my hand. Just follow me. So, silent but deadly. Let me know when you're ready and we can set off.
Do you hail from the Lafu, young Master Dan Heng? I see. It's fine if you'd prefer not to discuss further. I do often struggle to judge the boundaries of small talk. I hope I haven't offended you. Me? Merchants don't belong anywhere. We wander and make the stars our home. But if you're curious, within the Alliance, I'm registered at the Xianzhou Yutre. Within the IPC, I'm registered at the Star Unity Mall branch at the North Valley Star. Therefore, Luocha is just the name I use within the Xianzhou. Outside of the Xianzhou, I use something more difficult to pronounce. I'm guessing you want to know that name, too? The universe is a dangerous place. The IPC and the Alliance only provide for our safety during interstellar travel. On-site security is dependent on our own capacities. As such, I had to improve my swordplay and healing skills. You are also a wanderer, young Master Dan Heng. Surely you understand. A story of ill luck. I found myself embroiled in a conflict and ended up owing a favor. Now I must assist in delivering these remains back to the Xianzhou. It would seem I am a magnet for such misfortune. I thought I would be safe on the Lafu. But now... Please do. Almost nothing. I was scheduled to leave the Lafu when I heard there was a disturbance. Miss Sushang here is a member of the Cloud Knights. You could try asking her. Her name is Sushang. She apparently just transferred here from the Yaoqing. Every Senjo ship operates individually,
But the Cloud Knights are all commanded by the Marshal. Therefore, it's normal for Knights to transfer between ships.
Of course.
Silent but deadly. Are you sure that nickname isn't annoying you? It's good to have a sense of humor. Hey, silent but deadly! Shout if you see any danger, okay? Don't think just because you know a move or two, you can charge off by yourself. A one-time enemy! Strike with heart!
Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Bladed flight! Swords descend! Fight is won!
Hit!
Nap time.
Strike with heart!
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting an effect?
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Somebody used the Cloud Forward control panel to block the road with containers.
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
I told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often. Control panel? Where is the control panel?
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha, you've got sharp eyes!
Will of Preservation!
Blade and flight! Swords descend!
Lance! Forward!
Nap time. Strike with heart! Blade and flight!
We need a strategy.
Don't think about running!
Help me and strike with heart! Ow!
Merciful Atticus!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Swords descend!
Fight as one!
Nap time.
Hit! Lance! Forward! Secret of the Saints!
Blade and flight! I'm okay.
You pay for that.
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Swords descend!
Lance! Forward! A miracle! Immortality means forever!
Strike with heart!
How insignificant!
That's better.
Better late than never. Fight as one!
Hit! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight! Practice is over! Swords descend! That'll take more than... just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Strike with heart!
Can we
Secret of the Saints!
Not my lucky day.
Blade and flight! Naughty child. Nap time.
A beauty existence!
How many can you block? Strike with heart!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Time for a shot. Blade and flight!
reach the end of the story in your own way.
Thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. We'll be safe there. Come on, let's climb aboard.
Let's hurry. Please, do. Not really. I've just seen them before. That's all. Oh, what makes you ask that, young master? I'm happy as long as I get to leave this place. I'm not a very interesting person. I had some more trading to do on the other Xianzhou ships, but my main appointment was with Miss Ting Yun of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild. We had a business deal to discuss, but I fear it will no longer go ahead. Most of the deals won't be particularly profitable. The IPC takes the majority. There's only one that might be worth the journey. A direct trade with the Feng Hu. At this stage, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Thankfully, as a registered merchant on the Xianzhou, I get a discount on all my expenses. In that regard, it makes sense for me to stay a little longer. Miss Sushang said she could show me around if I find myself unable to leave. Of course.
Let's hurry and get on the star skiff. Something else? I don't know. I think we should be okay. Let's get out of here first and talk about it when we're in the clear. There should be a dedicated evacuation team waiting for us. You can go with them. Not the best time? No need to thank me. Just a Cloud Knight doing her job. That depends on the higher-ups. If there's still civilians to evacuate, then I'll need to come back. Okay, but think fast.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Household registration always takes forever.
Oh, that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance, as if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness. We wouldn't have the audacity to trouble you with that. The General has a plan to suppress the illness. You're a capable person, and since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara-struck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far? I read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Mara-struck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Mara-struck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. Correct. The term merciful medicus is one of respect, one that any law-abiding citizen of the Alliance would never dare utter. It refers to none other than the enemy of the people of the Xianzhou, the one we now call the Plague's author, the Eon of Abundance, Yao Shi. The author of this letter was likely the Mara-struck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he ended up. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The Seat of Divine Foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return. If you come across any similar clues about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the Seat of Divine Foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require. Excellent. Your work will not be in vain. The Seat of Divine Foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in Outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe you could start there? We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. I suspect he was discovered. You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
Household registration always
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Cultured people love visiting here.
Come on, draw
I don't
already.
believe in
Extractor
ghosts.
cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Come on, draw already.
Cultured people love visiting here. Do you know why?
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Looks good.
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality? Excellent. Who would turn down the opportunity to live forever?
The Xianzhou doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this? How so? We are dutiful and sincere. The only difference between us and other Xianzhou residents is that we are more faithful to our inner desires. I won't harm you. So, made up your mind? Good. Then let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger. Here we are. This is the place. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable. No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials. Only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise Merciful Medicus. Sadly, there are many such people. Too many. Every species yearns for the favor and curing of Merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not. Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Vitiodora yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny. As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution. To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-life species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives. What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation 500 times by hand. This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others. Excessive! The old rules dictated that the text be copied 50,000 times. I myself undertook such a feat. Nowadays, the Master takes greater pity on the common people, hence the number has been reduced to a mere 500. Where are you going? The trial isn't over. You can't just leave.
Stop writing! Get over here!
Where are you going? The trial isn't over. You can't just leave.
Stop writing! You want to fall under their spell? I'll finish it for you. Go keep a lookout. Alright, finally. I know you. You're General Jingyuan's honored guest! You're here undercover, right? So am I! You've got to believe me! I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison! That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him! They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple. I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy. Shh! Keep your voice down! These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being. You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription. It seems you are destined for immortality. Calm yourself. The initiation is divided into 2 steps. You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now, only the second remains.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple. It'll all be over soon enough. The disciple's initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. So, it's time for you two to battle it out. Whoever survives will officially become a disciple. Excellent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus love enthusiastic new blood. Well then, show us what you're made of.
Whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them. You can't just make us fight like this.
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Fine. But at least let me prepare. I've never done anything like this before.
Very well, but you'll need to ask your opponent too. Good. Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick.
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece. You and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. Oh, I've seen your skills. Please don't mess up and actually kill me. Good. I knew I could trust you. My life is in your hands.
So, have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight? And you, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Well then, take this!
The sword is like water. It cannot remain still. Swords descend!
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple Chrysanthemum, Blue Peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body. Oh, you've dealt with this kind of thing before? A long-time associate, eh? You're well-connected, I see. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and exalting Sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then.
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I? Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them. With your skills, you've got a better chance than most. I should report back to the seat of divine foresight. Stay safe, friend.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony? Ugh, this must be from Green Hibiscus. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane stands. Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
Wait, so you're still...
Cultured people love visiting.
I don't
Need your
believe in
extractor
ghosts.
cleaned or your star skiff service?
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent? This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code. Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a Seat of Divine Foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy, and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
What? How dare you?
Easy, Hibiscus. I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? I can appreciate that. The devilish archer author's so-called salvation is no different from destruction. They use deceit and power to mislead the people of the Xianzhou, instilling fear in them about the blessings of merciful Medicus. The mission of the disciples is to strike down this groundless fear, so that the people of the Xianzhou can return to the warm embrace of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions? I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas. That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security. The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the Master in no time. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mauve Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable! The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise.
Help me improve. Blade and flight.
Immortality means forever. Secret of the Saints. Lance! Forward!
That's better. Strike with heart. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time. Blade and flight! Swords descend!
Hit! A miracle! Lance! Forward!
Minus one!
Not a scratch.
Merciful Medicus! A beauty existence! Lance! Forward!
That's better.
Secret of the Saints!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Strike with heart! Swords descend!
How insignificant!
Blade and flight!
Minus one!
Nap time.
Hit! Lance! Forward! A miracle!
Strike with heart! Swords descend!
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick. Lance! Forward! A beauty existence!
Swords descend!
A miracle!
Minus
Hit!
Yeah! Strike with heart!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzu lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the seat of divine foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The seat of divine foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus' Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, There isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime. What's on your mind? Did you want to ask about something else? Ask away. I'll tell you everything I know. The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus' Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. Very well. See you soon. Remember to look for those alchemists when you have time. Ask them about the prescription. I can't leave my post right now.
Can I help you? The Seed of Divine Foresight? Let me see the prescription. Oh, heavens above. It's a horrifying prescription, and I can't make any sense of it. Go and ask Lady Don Shu. She's our chief alchemist. She may be sightless, but she's more qualified than all of us. She's no stranger to helping others, either. always prescribing medicine to those in need, and free of charge. She'll certainly be willing to help the Seat of Divine Foresight. You can find her at Sinwood Pavilion.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very distinct scent. Losing one sense forces the other senses to become sharper. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me? Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.